Okay, we're not going to do a long show here, but let me kind of straighten a few things out here. Even when criminal cases are filed, it is possible somebody could put up bail for temporary liberty, but the bail in his particular case, if you are talking about the cybercrime, is $48,000 per count. Now, words from my lawyer in reference to some of this shit here. And let me go to my phone messenger. Okay. The latest order got the resolution of the prosecutor recommending the filing cases of cybercrime against Barry. There's a new update, I'll let you know. With that resolution cases, it will be filed in court against Barry. Even if criminal cases are filed, Barry can put up some bail for his temporary liberty. It is possible, but $48,000 per count. Oh, okay. Immigration, he says, has the last say of this case. Of course they do, in regards to the immigration part. Now, my lawyer was told by the Bureau of Immigration that Barry reportedly has no money to put up bail. He says and continues, if he has a lawyer, I could have received pleadings from his camp. So far, he has no lawyer. In his cybercrime cases, if he has a lawyer, I would have received pleadings from his camp. So far, he has no lawyer. Okay, well, there we go. Sure, guys, it's going to be interesting where all this winds up, but I don't think it's going to be anything good. Actually, I'm really sick of talking about Barry. Let the justice system do his job. I kind of did mine. There's a new sheriff in town, people, and it's not me. And it's the justice system, and whatever they decide to do with his case, whether you believe or he believes that he's not an undesirable, whether or not Ricky and Barry want to really acknowledge the fact that there are 5 counts against Barry, whether it's just a facade they're putting up, it doesn't really matter because actually on record there is 5 approved by the fiscal that there is actually 5 counts against Barry, and he has to answer on each charge, and that takes a lawyer. And according to my lawyer, and who else could I believe, and according to the Bureau of Immigration, my lawyer is clearly saying that if he had a lawyer, he would have received pleadings from his camp, and that's the words he uses, Barry's camp. And he says so far he has no lawyer. Okay. And in his cybercrime cases, however, if he has a lawyer, I would have received pleadings from his camp. So far, he has no lawyer. And that's from the information that my lawyer is getting on this case. Okay. Resolution. With that resolution, he says that has been passed. These cases will be filed in the court against Barry, so it'll be at the regional trial court. Okay, so there we are. There we are. Well, MJ hops aboard on this one. How about that? Armenia. The Armenian meaning fair, if that's what you make it refer. Well, everything MJ kind of happens in time. Everybody think everything happens overnight. You know, I don't control the justice system out here. I just go by the law, and I just go by what my lawyer tells me. I just go by the information that was shared to me in person by the prosecutor's office. I did a video. I was there with my girlfriend, and we wanted to find out information face to face, and that's what we understand. And their words were, "There you have no problem. Don't consider it your problem anymore. We're taking care of this, Mr. B." Okay, I got to go by what they're saying. Okay, so in other words, the prosecutor's office is well aware that there are 5 counts against Barry Jordan. And that's where the prosecutor's court. So that's where the fiscal came in. And that's where they had made a decision after mulling over the evidence that it is recommended that it does go to court. Now, that would be the regional trial court, and that would be over in Peru. So 33 already? Are you kidding me? Jeez, I just got on here. I don't know why everybody's so concerned on here about it. I mean, it doesn't matter how much Barry smirks in his jail cell when Ricky comes over and they put on a good show and, like they know something I don't. Well, maybe they do know something I don't. I mean, but I would think my lawyer would know about it, right? I mean, it goes to say, if anybody should have a wealth of information, it would be my attorney who communicates with 2 different offices. So, all I can do is go by the justice system and what they say is being done, what has already been done, and so forth. So they don't talk about the 5 counts. It's okay. They don't have to talk about it. It's there. It's real. And no matter how much they smirk or joke about it and said, I've never received anything about that. There are no 5 counts and so forth. Okay. What do you expect? They don't want to, they don't want to acknowledge that I'm right. They don't want to acknowledge that this is happening. It's an embarrassment to Ricky for all the time he spent, over 3 months trying to raise phony funds for Barry, which is illegal to begin with. But I'm not going to go into that. I mean, you guys been following this saga for a long time, so sometimes you have to do your own mathematics on this. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who committed a crime? Who's comfortable in his house right now, and who's sitting in a detention center? Me or him? Okay, so it doesn't matter how much Barry smirks and how much food he's getting from his co-conspirator. It don't really matter at all. Who's in jail? Me or him? Who's already put 3 months of his time and counting? And as I said, if things go accordingly, and like I said in the last show, unless there's some divine intervention, I can't see this happening any other way. I don't know, unless you guys know something I don't, and I'm the one that put this case against Barry. Maybe you have some inside knowledge that I really don't have. Maybe you're in touch with God. Maybe since Barry became religious, maybe God's going to give him a get out of jail pass from the Monopoly board. You know, uh, who knows? I don't know. Divine intervention, a little payoff, grease money, anything is possible. I mean, I'm not in control of that kind of shit. All I know is I filed the five cyber counts against Barry. The bail is 48,000 pesos per count. So even if let's say they allowed some temporary liberty for Barry, okay, to get his act together, to get together with so-called lawyers. My attorney just told me. I mean, unless he's getting wrong information, and I'm not sure how he's getting wrong information when he, as a lawyer, is talking to two different agencies who say that, well, what I just read you, and I'll read you that again. It's just if you just came in, because I was posing some questions to him. Okay, I said, why is Mr. Jordan under the belief that his lawyer is helping him? Okay, he told me that immigration told you that he's not even represented. What's the truth? Because I only rely and believe in court order and official record. Okay. He said the latest order I got the resolution of the prosecutor recommending the filing cases of cybercrime against Barry. If there is a new update, let me know. But there's been no update, and that's the current information. He says with that resolution, cases will be filed in court against Barry. And went on to say that even if criminal cases are filed, it is possible Barry can put up bail for his what he calls temporary liberty. Temporary liberty. But he has to have a lawyer for that. And he also has, if you read the original documents I showed on here, it's 48,000 pesos, almost 50,000 pesos per count. And it happens to be, in this case, 5 counts. And as he said here, it goes on, immigration has the last say of this case. I was told by BID personnel Barry reportedly has no money. Did you hear what I just said? And what is Ricky asking people money for then? Barry reportedly has no money to put up the bail. And he continues to say, if he has a lawyer, I could have received what he calls pleadings from his camp, as he puts the wording, his camp. So far, he has no lawyer. In his cybercrime cases, he goes on, if he has a lawyer, I would have received pleadings from his camp. So far, he has no lawyer. Now, that's the information that I have to go upon right there. I don't even have to read you this, but it's okay. It's nothing critical, but it's also very factual. Yeah, I'm still waiting for you. No, let me just write it down here. I know what you wanted to send me. There you go. Okay, there you go. Now that's the correct one right there. 43. Are you kidding me? So that's that's the information I got to go on, and it's all I can actually willingly and can actually send you. I said, what's going on with other people involved with this? Their co-conspiratorship with Barry and contraband and running illegal campaigns for donations that's going in their pocket. Well, that'll take care of itself in time. Okay. There's not one agency that doesn't know about his accomplice there. So, you can only go by the system and cross your fingers, and you could just be persistent like I was with Barry in making sure that other criminals that have been crossing the line, as I put it with me, are taken care of in their own way. And as far as his accomplice, Mr. Jarrett, Mr. Jarrett already is in a bad position because of the fact that, well, he's already on the roster there nationwide in the Philippines with the case of assault with Mr. Michael Thomas Fazio. That doesn't go away, doesn't magically go away. Okay, it shows number one that he's a troublemaker. So he's already, we already established the paperwork on that, like I did with Barry in the beginning, and that's not going to go away. He did time, doesn't sound like much, 4 days, but goes down on record that he was indeed jailed. He was jailed. And now he has to face, I guess, Mr. Fazio's other part of the case, which is seeking damages in regards to the premeditated assault. Okay. Well, I know a lot of people don't like him, and that's my whole point. You got people like at the Nubian town from Boracay, who is making splashes and now waves, and eventually he'll be dealt with in one way or the other. It just happens that way, Jasper, that's it. That name, for some reason, I have a hard time remembering. Jasper, who the hell? Well, it's not his real name. I guess his real name is Todd, and now we know